Hey everybody, happy Friday. So just wanted to kind of check in, get another one done. So today I don't know if I have as much of anything for advice to give you, but just a thought to share from a little experience last week. So I was at the gym, and as a lot of you guys know, some of you may or may not remember, I had a pretty significant shoulder injury and surgery last year. So admittedly, maybe I still baby it just a tiny bit more than what I should, honestly. But anyway, so I've been pretty, I've been kind of cautious about what I do with it, what I lift with it, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I was at the gym. I grabbed the dumbbells. I'm sitting on the bench and I'm pressing the dumbbells. And I'm like, wow, this actually feels really easy today. So felt good, felt strong, felt like I was, really doing something. Something must have been working because the weight felt super, super easy. So, so I jumped up and I said, you know what? Let me grab the next one. And I honestly didn't really even pay attention to what I was grabbing. I just grabbed the next ones in line because they stack them by weight order. And so I grabbed them, and it was it was a little challenging, a little more challenging because it was obviously heavier weight, but it was still doable, and it felt like I was getting a good workout. So I finish up, I do everything I was going to do. I start putting the weights back, and I realize that when I grabbed the first weights, I apparently read the number wrong because I knew in my head already what I had been lifting and what I could comfortably do with the dumbbells based on what I'd been doing previously with my shoulder. And what I realized is when I grabbed the first times, I looked at the number wrong and I grabbed 10 pounds lighter than what I had been doing. So the reason they felt easier is because they were easier. It was less weight. Well, what I did though is when I grabbed the new weight, I didn't grab what I was already used to. Again, inadvertently, I grabbed 10 pounds heavier than what I was used to, and 10 pounds more than what I was letting myself do previously. And I realized then, kind of like, I could have been doing this extra weight all along and I was holding myself back. So my thought is, along that lines, how many of our barriers, how many of our hurdles, how many of our limitations are ones that we set on ourselves when maybe we could do more, maybe we could push more, maybe we could go stronger. I did, and I only got beyond it because I didn't realize I was going beyond the barriers that I'd already put into place. So think about that. How many of our barriers, personally, professionally, in the gym, how many of those limitations do we put on ourselves that really shouldn't be there? How much farther could we push if we even just ignore what we think is our limitation? If we ignore what we think is our best, if we ignore what we think is our comfort zone. So food for thought, guys. So anyway, it worked for me. So now I can't go back, right? Now I can't do the smaller weights anymore because now I know that that's not a limit anymore. Now that I know that's not enough. So inevitably, because I pushed those limits without realizing I was pushing those limits, now it's not a limit anymore. So, something to think about. We'll see you next time.